Good day, it's Ishola Adedeji Maike, and it is Success Enlightenment once again. See, within the mood of EcoAnalysis challenge till November 10, and we're expecting the question for our challenge today. We were live earlier this morning, and the live there, those who joined us, they're already aware of the questions. Some of them are already solving it. Some have received a personal answer sent to my personal WhatsApp line, but I would like to tell you that is not a valid entry. For your answers to be checked, to be taken into consideration, you have to join the WhatsApp group by the description of this particular video. I've actually sent it earlier, but still it's the same WhatsApp group, this description of this video. You have to join the group. Then on the group is where you are going to what? You are going to send your answer. And when you are sending your answer, you have to attach it to the proof of the fact that you are undergraduate student of any tertiary institution in what? Because this challenge is solely mainly for undergraduates. You don't have to be an economics student to partake in the challenge. You could be a sociologist, an engineering student, a medical student. All that is of importance is that you have to be a student of a what? Of a tertiary institution. Now with the question. Alright, it's a very simple, straightforward question, and okay, the question goes thus: construct a competitive market model. Construct a competitive market model for the allocation of apartments in an industrial estate. Construct a competitive market model for the allocation of apartments in an industrial estate. If there are two forms of apartment available, apartment 1 are the apartments within the industrial estate, and apartment 2 are the apartments available outside the industrial estate. Given that the price of the apartments available outside this industrial estate are fixed at a known level, determine the price of the apartments within this industrial estate and the people who get to live in this industrial estate. Okay, that is the question. Furthermore, the question goes further, saying that you should show what will be the impacts in this apartment in the industrial estate when the supply of apartments within the industrial estate is increased. Also, the question asks us further to show in how will taxation, should the government impose a tax of any amount on the apartment in this industrial estate, how will this influence the price and the people who get to live in this world apartment in the industrial estate? And also the question also asks that should a developer in this industrial estate choose to convert his own apartments into condominiums, what will be the impacts on the price of apartments in this industrial estate, as well as people who get to live in these apartments in the industrial estate? All these has to be answered within a competitive market model, and you have to treat it in a short run analysis. Now, when you're done with that, you are also to treat the basic question, which is construct the competitive market model for the allocation of apartments in the long run model. And also, you have to present this in a what? In a discriminative monopoly model. And also, you have also to present this information also in a what? In an ordinary monopoly model. Then lastly, of all the three models you have presented, that is the competitive market model, discriminating monopoly model, and ordinary monopoly model, you have to tell us which of these model is more efficient, or will you recommend to be used in allocating apartments in an industrial estate. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. Almost everybody out there even if you have your own house, maybe you're considering building another land, you have to make decision as to where you are going to put it, especially you out there, maybe graduate or students. If you just given admission, you have to decide, are you living within the campus or outside the campus? If you working, you graduate, you have to decide if you are living inside the close to where your work is or afar. And I'm very sure the prices will vary, but there are certain advantage. Definitely, people living close to their place of studies or their place of work have cost advantage in terms of transportation and stress, as well as time convenience. So this question is practical economic question. It's practical economic question. I believe it's very straightforward, and I believe everyone out there can tackle it. Everyone out there can tackle it. And do me this favor, don't give this question for somebody to solve for you. Take your time and attempt to solve the question. It doesn't really matter if you attempt the question and you get it wrong. Trust it. It doesn't really matter, because personally, the submission of the answer end comes November 20. So on the 25th, the winners of this, of those who have submitted the answer, those who are actually wrong, I won't talk about them, but those who are right, I will let everybody here, I will let them be aware of them. If nobody got this question right, I'll be disappointed. If nobody gets it right, I'll be disappointed. There's a 50,000 cash prize for the first 3 persons to provide the right answer to this question. And later on, comes the end of November, I personally will solve this question, and I will explain it explicitly. And I will tell us why this question is important as not just a student of economics. I will end it here and say, I'm curious, will we eventually be the first person to provide the right answer to this question? Will it actually be an economics student or a non-economics student? If it's going to be an economics student, is it an economics student from which school? I'm interested. I want to know, and I believe people out there also want to know. And I wish you all best of luck. I name my humble self Ishola Adedeji Michael, and I'm here right with you all the time on Success Enlightenment. Feel free to engage me. Thank you.